Alright, today I'm going to show you a quick video on an awesome free tool that I use to create and edit my videos. This is a really cool software because, first off, it's free, and you can't really beat that. But second off, it's pretty powerful for what it is. For being free, it actually will do a lot of things that you'd find in a lot of paid video editors. So to get to this video editor, to download it, you simply go to OpenShot.org, which we're on right now. And if you look at the top here, there's a download button, or down here there's a download button. You click one of those, download the program. In a minute I'm going to show you what it looks like on the inside. But again, OpenShot.org is where you would access this software. Again, it's free, you don't have to pay for it. They do take donations if you like the product and you want to support them being able to continue offering this for free. Of course, you can always make a donation up here. So this is what the inside of the video editor actually looks like. And as you can see, it's not too complicated here. To open a new project or a project you've saved, you just go to Open Project. If you need to import any of your digital files, you just click Import. And then, of course, once your video is ready, export video, choose Profile. So you see there's a number of different things. If you're starting a new project, you wanted to launch a new project, this is the button you would push. Down here is your video preview section here. So as you're editing and trimming your video, you can actually see a preview of it up here. Your project files or your imported files as it pertains to the projects. So video, audio, and your images. So if you have audio files, image files, those will all be here. You can undo, redo certain actions. You can create an animated title. Excuse me. For some of these, you actually do have to get additional service to create these animated titles. Yeah, the free open source. So it's free open source 3D content. I didn't have this downloaded here because I have my own custom titles built. But if you wanted to create animated titles like these here, lens flare or glare, any of these here, you would get the, what was that called again? Blender free open source 3D content creation suite. So it's free, another free product. There's the website blender.org. And then of course here is where your project tracks will be. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how I do it. You could go up here and you could import the files that you need for this, but for me there's a little bit of an easier way. I go to my video files of my raw video. I just take the file and I just copy it into my work area down here. And you can see here there's timestamps up here. And what's really cool about this is you can drag this anywhere. So for instance, let's say you wanted there to be a 15-second delay before the actual video plays. So you would just leave a gap here. It would just be a 15-second, you can see the tracker is moving. It would just be a 15-second delay. And then once that 15 seconds had elapsed, then of course the video would start from the beginning. And it should go boom right there. Okay? Now, like I said, you can move this around however you want to do. And like I said, this is very simple to use. If you needed to add additional track, like audio tracks, here's your snapping. This right here, really useful. You're going to be using this quite a bit as the razor tool. This is to cut. So like, let's say you wanted to cut parts of this video. Like you wanted to cut this part right here. You want to cut out the front right there. So it doesn't eliminate it right off. It'll just basically, make it to where this part can then is now its own independent snippet of a video. And you can move it. You can adjust the timing so that this plays before this, or you can move it to the end. Or if you just want to get rid of it, you just click remove clip and it will get rid of the clip that you got out of there. And that's this tool right here. If you wanted to add a movie marker right there, And then of course, once you put markers in, if instead of dragging this here to wherever you want in the video, you just place a marker where you want it, and then you can just snip quickly to those markers. Now, if you wanted to add an intro and an outro, an intro is the video that plays before. It's like the little branding video that plays before the actual video. All you do is take this. I have my intro right here. I'm just going to use one of my generic ones. My intro. Throw that in right there. Move it to where I want it. So I'm going to move this to the very beginning. What it did is automatically created a transition effect. I'm going to remove the transition effect here. You can put it in if you want. What that basically is going to do is, if you were to have a transition effect, right now, how this is going to go is the intro, outro is going to play, and then it's going to transition. It's just going to kind of snap straight into the main video. If I wanted to add something like a fade in or a fade out transition, that's how you would do that. So then what happens is, now that I've added now that I've added my intro, it's going to play my intro here all the way through, and then what it should do is it should automatically snap straight into my actual video, like that. Okay. Now what we can do is, if you wanted to add an outro, it's the same process. You just take your outro file, you just drag that right into there, move it to the end of your video, and then you can and then from here what you can do is you can go through and it should automatically go straight into your outro sequence. All right, now when you have your video ready to go, you'll simply save the project, save project as, whatever you want to name this particular project. It's going to create an OSP file, which is basically, it's a file specific to this program, so that if you needed to reopen the raw project, raw is the project before we export it into an actual MP4 file, you can reopen it in this program where you left off if you need to make additional changes. And then, of course, if you want to enter full screen to export. Now, when you want to export the video to MP4, you simply click this red button, this little red circle here. You'll just name the project, my video. You'll save it to wherever you want to on your computer. Select whatever format you wanted to save it in, and you just click export video. And it might take a few minutes, depending on the length of your video. If your video is like an hour or so long, it might take 20-30 minutes to export. It might be a little faster, depending on your processor on your hard drive. And then what it'll do is it will export the video, the MP4 file, into the file that you designated when you click the export button. So that is basically it for using OpenShot video editor. It's very simple to use. It took very little time for me to use it and get familiar with it. It's just a nice free software you can use if you need to edit up some videos, trim them up, add some clips in there. Just make your quick little videos if you wanted to do that. So this is it again. It's openshot.org. That's the website. I'll put a link below so you can actually get to the video. And that's all for now. Thank you.